adjustment been so far?
It's been amazing. I've loved every second I've been here. It has been probably, at first, I'll lean forward a little bit, sorry. But at first, when I got here, I was like, it could be different going in a new thing, but, you just kind of accept it, take a challenge, and it was one of the best. There has not been a day where I've been like, okay, maybe this isn't it. Every single day has been, the guys have been welcoming, the coach has been amazing. The whole atmosphere is just amazing.
Take us through your process and maybe like some questions you had going into it and how those have been answered to this point.
When I first got into it, it was kind of more of like, do I go with the devil I know or versus the devil you don't know? So in my mind, I talked to my family. My family was amazing through the whole process, and we were able to finally get to where I felt comfortable that when I make this decision to enter the portal, it's going to be a decision I live with, and God has plans for me, whether they're good or bad, but they work in His ways. So we got there, and fortunately, it worked out for me, and I'm here, and it's been amazing.
What sold you on OU during the process?
Honestly, just the way when I got up here for the visit, I came for the spring game, and they had everything going on, like all the stuff. That was my first time ever coming to a spring game like that, and it was just. It took everything in me on the spot not to be like, okay, from the time we started and the time I left, I was like, this is where I want to be.
Yeah.
So,
describe Bill, your relationship so far, and how maybe his coaching style matches up with you as a player and person.
Oh yeah, Coach Bedenbaugh has been amazing. We started getting into meetings, so I've been able to get kind of more familiar with him. But over the recruiting process, he was very cool, very good with my family, which made them more comfortable for the process coming this far away. But, he's been amazing. I think me and him have a real good relationship. Now, it's Coach B. You know how it's going to be. But I'm excited to get to practice and get to learn more under him.
What did you know about Bill before?
I knew that. So there was, a little bit, nothing like too much, but I knew that he had put guys in the league. He has a very good track record. The guys respect him. The guys love him. And that was my biggest thing is that the people I talked to around the program, they said, yeah, he's going to coach you, but he's going to coach you as hard, but he's going to love you just as hard. And that was a big thing for me.
What's been the biggest adjustment since you came to Norman?
The mountains, not having any mountains. That was probably the only thing. I'm not used to, not even having an anthill around here, but other than that, it's been pretty good.
What sold you on the move going from Boone, North Carolina to the Big 12 and soon the SEC?
Just like I said, it was an opportunity for me to potentially get to the next level and where I wanted to get at. And so, I love that. I love my time there. I'm not going to have anything bad to say about them. They were great to me. But for me, I felt it was time to take another step. And then when Oklahoma called, it was match made in heaven almost.
What position are you planning on playing? Guard, center? Are you going to swing tackle? What do you have in mind?
Probably more in the interior. Just stay in there. I don't think I have the 6'8" wing or build to play tackle right now. My dad didn't help me that much with that.
What do you think is the strongest point of your game right now, then?
Strongest point of my game, there's always for me. I'm hard on myself, so there's always stuff I can work on. I think just coming from App State where we were predominantly a run team, I think my run blocking's fairly decent, but nowhere near where it needs to be. And Coach B will definitely get me to where I need to be at.
I'm not saying you should be scared. Andrew Rain was coming back anyway. So I guess some people wondering why would you choose to put yourself in this type of spot?
It was just for me. I looked at the depth chart and it was like, there's going to be competition wherever you go. Even if I stayed at App State, there's competition. You're always going to have guys that are coming in. Raym's been great with me. Me and him have been working. He's kind of been teaching me just stuff like that. So, you don't really come in and just look. You come in, you want to play, obviously. That's from freshman transfer. Everyone's goal is to play. But I think for me, it was just a matter of, you get a lot of guys with experience around you. And I came from App State where you had a lot of guys with experience. And experience helps the players develop more than what the coaches can sometimes. So
Bill talked about just one of the first games that he put on tape of yours was the A&M game. Does it make it easier knowing that you've played the SEC schools, you've played against some of the better D1 programs? What do you think that jump's going to be like?
No, absolutely. I think when you first start off and it's like, you go from, App State group of 5. Well, my very first 2 games last year were UNC and Texas A&M. So, it kind of reassures you, like, okay, yeah, you can play. But at the end of the day, this is why I tell everybody, it's just ball. I put my pants on the same way they do. So at the end of the day, if you just go out there and you do what you're told by the coaches and you trust the guys around you, good things will happen.
A lot's made about your versatility inside. What goes into that physically and mentally, being able to kick around the interior of the offensive line?
I think it's really good to be able to do that just because you know that, like, if something happens, you can always be an asset to the team. And that's for me, like, because I played guard out of high school. I didn't play center. And my O-line coach my freshman year texted me. He said, hey, start snapping. I was like, all right, well. And once you learn center, you learn all 5 positions. So during spring at App, we had a bunch of injuries, and I was able to play. I played tackle a couple of reps. I played guard. I played center. So, you know, it's good for me because it helps you get a better understanding of the game from different perspectives.
Is there something you feel like you can learn here at Oklahoma that might elevate you? You've already accomplished a lot, clearly, but Bill, this conference, is there something you feel like you can accomplish here that can elevate you as a player?
Oh, absolutely. And I think another reason of picking Oklahoma is you have, you know, like I said, Coach B's been amazing. The guys he's produced. I love asking questions. That's one of my favorite things. If I'm even hesitant about something, I'm going to ask a question, and I take a lot of notes on it. Like I'll pick everyone's brain, and that'll be from anyone. Like if, you know, I mean, I've asked freshmen, like Jacob Sexton's a great one. I'll be talking with him, and I'm like, hey man, like on this right here, what would you think? And it's not because, you know, like I don't think I can do it or something like that. It's just you got guys. Everyone's different. God made everyone different. Everyone has different skills. So my thing was, you know, why not just take everyone's skills and put it into one? I love watching like NFL film, and like Jason Kelsey. I watch him sometimes. I see what he does with his feet, and I'm like, okay, how can I try to mirror that sometimes? So I like to hands-on visual type learning.